Hello, and welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be diving into the demo of Cairn, a survival climbing adventure where you step into the boots of Aava. This is the beginning of the journey, your first ascent on Mount Tenzen before heading towards the legendary Mount Kami. This is a demo version. It is set to give you a peek into a game that is going to be releasing later this fall. I believe the Steam page said something along the lines of November for a possible release date. And this game's actually brought to my attention from my son, who really enjoys survival games. And this is a unique concept. It's not only like climbing a mountain, but you also have to pick and choose your routes. You have to go through and look at the different steps, the paths. You also have to manage your supplies, which makes it a survival mountain climber simulation game with some incredible graphics and an overall unique concept that I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on when the full release comes out in November. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the story. Like I said, my son's already been playing it, but this is going to be my first playthrough, so I'll go ahead and start over. Looks like we have a couple of different difficulties. Difficulty Explorer, a lighter challenge for players seeking story-driven experience. Alpinist, a balanced challenge recommended to discover. I'm probably going to play I'm guessing this would be the normal difficulty. And then, of course, Free Solo is a dangerous and unforgiving challenge where any death is permanent. That way, it's a little bit more challenging. We'll just go with your default. And I am going to play through the tutorials, just so we can see how it guides us and see how the mechanics actually work.
Hey, Climbot. Go ahead, answer.
Hey, Aava, it's Chris. Do you ever pick up the phone?
Hi, Chris. Sorry. Look, I've not really got a whole lot of time to chat right now.
Absolutely. Just touching base to say we're good to go here. And I gotta tell you, we're all fired up. Rooting for you to become the first human to set foot on the summit of Kami.
Yeah, sure. Okay, gotta go. Just call me back. Come on, Climbot. I'm ready. Let's do this.
The mountain is calling, but every great climber needs a warm-up. Reach the highest holds on the wall 1 to 3 to learn the basics. Okay, so we got ourselves a little bit of a tutorial here. Okay, so you gotta put your... Alright, so far seems pretty fluid. I'm not seeing any sort of stamina bar to let me know if I'm gonna fall or anything like that. So we'll see what that entails if we get to a point of falling. So, you gotta place your handholds. It's all about planning your route. This is actually something I would love to do in like real life, is get into rock climbing. We have some really cool mountains and stuff where I live, and I think this would be a fun way to kind of explore. Granted, I wouldn't want to do it on my own. I would like to find someone to kind of walk me through the ropes. Easy enough tutorial. And it looks like there's quite a few different walls to climb. So I'm guessing this one's going to be more difficult. Oh, we're starting to slip. Okay. Now this is a more relaxing game than some of the other games we've played on the channel. But sometimes I like a change. Stretch. When one foot is held high, keep W pushed upwards so Aava stretches and reaches for more distant holds. You can repeat the gesture any direction, but Aava won't stretch if her arms and legs are already too tense. Okay, so we do have a limit on how far we can stretch. Oh, that's how we recover stamina. But I didn't even see a stamina bar anywhere. Talk about having flexibility, though. Ah, where's my leg going? Ah! I think I fell. Alright, let's try this again. Put both hands down. Alright. Maybe we figured it out this time. Okay, so we gotta place our Piton. Shift S to repel. Okay, so we can rappel down. Limb selection. One last tip. The game automatically selects the best limb to move for you based on the weight supported by each of them and Ava's posture. We recommend to play with automatic selection for smoother and more natural gameplay. However, you can activate manual limb selection anytime in the game settings. Okay, so if we want a little bit more of a challenge, we can make it difficult so our computer doesn't know which way to, or which limb to select, and we have to do it. I like that. That's it for the basics. Go to the rock face to tackle your first outdoor climb. Alright, here we go. Let's climb the wall. Alright, so we gotta look for handholds. I do like the art style and like the way it's got that cel-shaded look. Wow, I can't talk this morning. It's very pretty. No. Okay. So maybe that's not the best path to go up. Let's try going over just a little bit. And we'll try again. I do like how the screen goes darker as we start to lose stamina. But I would like to see a stamina bar or stamina indicator. Planting pitons regularly will help you secure your scent, but beware you have limited supply. You can retrieve them once on solid ground by recalling your climb bot. When you plant a piton, you can go off belay in a resting position. You'll recover your stamina and will be able to open your backpack. Okay. Alright, so now we are refilling our stamina. Okay, and if we press tab, we can kind of see around us to plan our route out. I like that. Although, I don't know how to identify if we have enough stamina or what. Ouch. At least we can use our rope to get back up. That's another nice little feature here. Stamina refilled. Let's see. We were going pretty good. Let's just take this route, be a little bit more careful on overextending our limbs. No, I couldn't do it fast enough. Well then. One more try on this. Let's see, maybe we should go up this way. It looks like there's a few more handholds. Just keep climbing, climbing, climbing. We've just got to keep climbing. We're doing better this time. I think we're gonna make it. I also gotta remember I can refill my stamina by pressing Q.
Pitons.
There we go. Wow, look how pretty this is. Save your progress. Outside the climbing gym, serious injuries can be fatal. Find a bivouac site to pitch your tent and save your progress. You'll be able to resume from this point. If you die, your progress will automatically be saved at certain points in the story. Isn't it pretty though? This cel-shaded look looks great. Like just overall. Let's see. Ascent saved, day 1, midday. Alright. So this is where our inventory management and survival side comes in. So we have sleep to refill stamina and health. We have a bag here to have food, medicine, climbing tape, barometer to predict weather. And I'm guessing some of this other stuff will show up whenever we get further into the game or whenever it's fully released. And then, of course, I could shake up the bag. Don't know what the point of that is, but okay. And our food and drink is okay. So here's our food, hunger. I'm guessing this is temperature. I'm guessing as we get higher, we'll have to manage being cold. I'm sure it'll tell us a little bit more. We can cook some ramen up. Nothing wrong with some good ramen. We can repair our damaged pitons, if we had any. We can sleep, which I'll go ahead and do. I'm guessing this restores health and stamina. Guess do some push-ups, okay. And then we can get out. So pretty straightforward. Ooh, we collected some raspberries. I'm guessing we can eat those while we climb to restore energy. But this cel-shaded look looks really nice, and the mechanics are very straightforward. Oh, we got an incoming call.
Again? Who's it now? Chris? Naomi? Don't pick up. I'll take care of it later.
And here's the map. Map of Tenzen. Discover a dozen hiking trails, 2 junior strolls, 3 family strolls, 3 sporty hikes, and 3 endurance hikes. Poster on local fauna, the pika. Related to hares or rabbits, pikas or ochotones are particularly well adapted to life at high altitudes. These herbivores, known for their sharp whistles, may be difficult to spot. Indeed, they sneak into piles of stone or burrow into the ground when disturbed. Notice raising awareness about pollution linked to mountaineering. The mountain is not your garbage dump. Pick up your trash. Isn't that the truth? That is such an issue, even with everything. I go out hiking on the regular, and I always come back with more trash than I set out with. Because I'll just stop and pick up what I find. Even whenever I go camping with my son, we do the same thing. Oh, I didn't want to get in the tent. I was just saving it. So I'm guessing we had to climb this. But let's look around over here at these other, like, signposts and stuff. Warning, due to major landslides, the hiking trail is temporarily closed. Okay. I'm guessing these are going to be trails and stuff that open up as we go, or when the full game releases that you can go explore to find things. Obviously this bridge is out as well, so I'm guessing we can't go this way, but I just want to see what it says. Yep. Okay, so we've got to climb. I think the easiest path is going to be up this way, actually. So I can press tab. In a remote view, press alt. Okay. So we'll press tab. So I'm thinking we climb up to this ledge over here and then up. And start climbing this face to maybe over here. And then up to this ledge, and then we kind of set up here. And then we gotta climb up here and just keep going. That's our plan. I like how you can plan out your route. That's a kind of a nice little added feature. Especially coming from playing a game like Peak recently. Which obviously they're not the same style of game, but I wish we could like plan our routes a little bit easier in Peak. This gives you a nice little way to zoom out and see what's going on. And then of course we can get to these little ledges, and if we can stand up on them, but we can save stamina. Alright, so we want to go that way now. I mean, the movements seem pretty good. There are a few times where I get funky positioning. Ouch. I didn't get it off fast enough. No, I didn't want to climb. Let's see. What does eating do? Okay, and then this will refill our health. Okay. So your normal mechanics when it comes to eating, drinking, and the like. That was weird. I must have hit like a weird like flat spot because it just. Okay, so we can't go up that. Let's try this little part right here.
Ow.
I could see this being one of those games that, while not like difficult mechanic wise, can definitely challenge you. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought trying to climb up this. What? Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And from what the Steam page says, this demo should be about 45 minutes for a competent gamer. I can't make any promises we'll get through it in 45 minutes, but I will be doing the full demo as much as I can at least. Well, let's see what happens when we die, apparently, because we failed miserably at it. And I was just thinking to myself, I should probably put up a pigeon to keep us alive. Quick rest. At any time while walking, or when Aava is off Belay, you can rest with 1 in an alternative quick action X to recover vitality. Resting outside is less effective. Okay. So we can use the rest to Alright, we'll rest for a little bit. Hey, there's a dandelion. I wonder what that'll help us with. Alright, let's wake up. We'll drink some water. Alright, let's try this again. we're gonna try a different route because that last one didn't seem to help.
Ow.
Oh, that was high enough to hurt us. Okay. Let's go this way and maybe we can climb up this rock. Hey, wait, this a save spot? It is a save spot. Let's go ahead and like heal up and rest and start fresh. We can eat a dandelion. Okay, so that's how you tape your fingers up. Okay. Alright, let's sleep for a little bit. See if we get our health back up to full. We're gonna have to eat something and drink something. Ooh, and it's almost dark. Probably not the best time to try climbing, but we'll see. Well, that didn't really help us much food-wise. Hey, look, a butterfly. Maybe we climb this part. This part doesn't look too bad. Although, I don't know, maybe it would be easier if I could pick which limb I move. Alright, we're almost to the top. This looks like the right way to go. Although I guess technically there is no right way to go. Because it looks like you can go anyway. But that's like I said, that right there is why my hands. Alright, we'll give it a second to get our stamina back. But choosing which limb to move might make this a little bit easier, if I'm being completely honest. Because now it's wanting me to use my legs, which is fine. Ouch. But see, like, it's getting difficult because it only gives me a specific limb, and then I, like... Alright, so we need to just basically go straight up. But with the limbs that, see, like... Give me my hand. Okay, that took me all the way down. There is a learning curve, it looks like. I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Alright, let's, I guess, eat something and drink something. I know it says it's choosing the best hands and foot to use, but I don't like quite believe that. Alright, let's try going up. Okay, so I put it in and it didn't even, I guess, finish? I don't know. Alright, so I guess we just gotta use these. Alright. So I will say the tutorial didn't really explain a whole lot. Like I said, the concept of the game, very simple, very straightforward, and I know what I'm supposed to do. The tutorial was good in teaching me the basic movement mechanics. But it didn't get me a whole lot to work with. In like how to move and what each movement does. Alright, so I guess we gotta go over a little bit. Let's go down just a tad. Or not. Now we're almost to the top of this little ridge. But see, this is what I'm talking about. It says it's going to give me the best possible hand and foot, but I don't feel like it's actually giving me the best one. Alright, let's go see if there's a save place. Or maybe it's just me not understanding the mechanics well enough to be good at it.
Cool, thanks.
And I'm just seeing if there's a save place before we move forward, so that way I can save. I see some mushrooms up here. Maybe they'll give me some food. Okay, that's not mushrooms. Alright, so I guess we have to climb up there to get to a save spot. But we do need to eat something. What do we have for food? I'm already doing horrible at the food management portion of this game, though. I don't have any water left. Let's see if we can get up here, though. Really? The ascent is over. Alright, let's retry. I literally pushed off and like fell off the edge of the cliff. I thought I would just barely hop down. Let's try a different path though. Let's try this path like right here. I think we found an easier path up this time. That was much easier. This actually looks like an easy climb right here, too. I could be wrong. But at least I can see more handholds. We'll get our stamina back, and then we'll continue climbing. See, at least this looks like it's relatively easy, except for maybe at the top. But we could use another one of our Pitons there. That one might have been easy too, but we'll continue. Now we're getting the hang of this. Alright, let's climb. We're almost up. I could see the ledge right there. But that means we do have to climb off to the side a little bit. To try to get some better handholds.
Go get the Pitons.
All right. And while he's gathering up our stuff, I guess we'll eat something. I don't know what the thistle and stuff does as of yet. Ooh, a save point. Just what I needed. I love the music in this. Like, the soundtrack and the art style, like, really works well together. This is definitely one of the games that I am going to absolutely buy whenever it comes out, because I want to see how it plays. I want to see if I can get to the top of the mountain. I doubt the demo is going to get that far, obviously, but... Let's cook up a herbal tea with juniper. I do like juniper in general. It's a really nice scent. Oh, so this helps with whatever this one is. I'm guessing it's cold. But we'll go ahead and drink it. Do we need to tape our fingers up? Oh, we do. Okay. Okay. Easy enough. Kind of like a little mini game. we are gonna rest for a little bit just to get. I shouldn't have ate that chocolate. I just wasted its stamina benefit, but it's really dark now, so we're gonna be climbing in the dark. But I also need to find something to eat. What's this? Okay. So we got full water. Wow. Look at that. Just a pretty area. Looks like there's a ledge up there. Let's see if we can plan this out. There is a ledge there. So if we can get to that ledge, we'll give it a place where we can kind of set up. So let's use these cliffs right here. Alright, got to the ledge. Alright, we're gonna have to eat a chocolate. Alright. Okay, so it looks like we are in the best spot to climb up. Just trace this line right above our head, basically straight up. We'll start going by left and then go a little bit to the right. We'll start about here. And we'll gotta remember to use our tools. Yes, I put one early, but this is so if I fall off the top, I don't fall all the way back down to the bottom. That's my plan, at least. But there does appear to be some good handholds here. If there's anyone that actually does rock climbing that watch my videos, how often do you put a Piton in if you're doing something like this? I feel like it's one of those where you'd want to put one rather frequently. And I guess I could look it up after this. Maybe I'll add it into like an overlay or something on the screen before I publish the video. But I feel like it's something that you would want to do relatively frequently, just to make sure that if you do fall, you're good. You've got something to catch you. Oh, I knew I was gonna fall. That time at least. I need to go off to the side here. Ideally, I would go off to the I tried to get it in, but I didn't get it fast enough. Alright, so I guess we gotta go up. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck because I'm running out of handholds. Alright, we'll hold off here for just a second, get our stamina back. But yeah, I'm actually curious to see how one we get started in rock climbing like this. What I would like to do is find like a gym nearby that does rock climbing. Starting off in a gym sounds like a good bet to build up the stamina and the strength. That way if I fall, I mean, worst case scenario, I bust a bone. But I don't fall to my death or anything crazy like that.
Nice.
Alright. We're making progress. Ah. My bad. There we go. I didn't mean to move my mouse while I was trying to scratch my nose. Ouch. I see where I want to go. I'm almost to the top. Alright, let's climb. We're gonna make it to the top of the summit. So this is where I'm saying, like, I think me picking my part to move might be a little bit easier. I'm not fast enough. I wonder if, like, I don't know. I wonder if I'm just not doing it quick enough, or if there's something like a trick to it to know when to do it, because I keep struggling with that. Because I need to get up there to that ledge and then put one in, I think.
My finger. Oh! Ah!
Nope, not quite. So this does have a challenging aspect to it. So if you're looking for a game that gives you some sort of challenge, I can't imagine like the free fall one where, or the free one where you like die if you fall. Let's see. Do we have anything to eat? Our last chocolate bar. Well, hopefully we find something once we get up top. If we ever get up to the top. I'm really struggling. This is where I keep falling, so I'm gonna screw one in here and just go with it. Because I can make the rest of this, I'm not worried about. Now that I'm this far up. Or not. I'm not sure what happened there. Hey, look, we made it. Finally. Uh... I just want to check out the photo mode. How can I tilt this camera? Okay, this is kind of cool. I'm just playing around with this right now. I just think it looks nice. Oh, geez. Okay, those not so much. Let's see. Can I move down at all? Aha, I can. Okay. Okay. Yes, I want to quit photo mode. Okay, that's cool. I just wanted to see what the photo mode was all about. I saw it earlier. I bet you could have some fun with the photo mode, especially once you
Are
get
you ready
higher
for
up where the
Cammy?
scenery really changes.
Doesn't look so bad, does it?
I wonder if there's a way to buy like supplies or something. Congratulations. I died one time and I fell 16 times and it took us 55 minutes? Have I really been doing this for 55 minutes? Crazy. I struggled along the way, so... Awesome. Well, that does it for this demo of Cairn. Overall thoughts? I think this has a lot of potential. It has a really nice art style with the cel shading. The music is very ambient and light. This is not one of those fast-paced games, but it has enough challenge in it to make it interesting and not boring. Now, my big cons are going to be dealing with the controls. They're a little finicky, and it could be me. I'm not going to push this to the developer's fault at all, but having a little bit more understanding of the controls would make this a lot better. So maybe playing through the tutorial or the demo or trying some of those other climbing walls out in the tutorial area before you move on, just to get a feel for how all the mechanics work. My big gripe is not having a stamina bar or something to indicate stamina other than it fading to black. Now, that's more of a little gripe. I like the idea of not having one if you want that more cinematic style. But if you're a more casual player like myself, having something to look at makes it easier to know when you need to do certain things. It's not that big a deal. It doesn't break the game at all. It just takes a little getting used to. And I will be doing a full breakdown review of this game in a separate video. So if you want to take a look at that, just jump to the channel. It's going to be on the in slide here. But I want to thank you all again for joining me today. And see you next time. Hey everyone, if you're enjoying the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Give me some ideas for the next one. Thank you again.